Right guys, welcome back. So I'm going to be showing you how stupid people jump a BMW and the reason why these people end up completely destroying their BMWs. So let's get onto this video. Right guys, so as you can see, this is a BMW and a battery is in the rear. Now many people buy their first BMW and they think they can treat it the same way they treated their last car, or that all cars are the same. And what I mean by that is they seem to think they can, if someone breaks down or they ain't got no power in their car from keeping a radio on or something drained their battery, they can just jump their car from the rear of their BMW, jump it directly from the battery. And that is simply not the case. Now, what a lot of people do is they will get a set of leads like this, not thinking, and they will get their positive lead and pull it onto their positive, and then get the negative and then pull it onto the negative as well, like that. And then they will jump the car. And this is completely wrong. I always try and tell people, do not jump your car from the battery, especially a BMW. Do not try and give your friend power. Do not try and jumpstart your friend's car from the rear. One thing your car has that your friends don't have is so many different modules. When you connect these leads up to any other car, the power isn't running correctly. Basically, this way round of you jumping your BMW with the power flow coming in this way is like a direct whoop going to all the modules. You are putting full load on the modules. There is nothing to regulate the power coming into the BMW from the other car. And this is the wrong way of jump starting your car. With BMWs, there is a reason why they put the battery in the boot, and that is to stop people jump starting their car from the rear. That's why if you see here, you've got all these caps all over it because they don't want you jump starting it from here. You have got no room to even put a jump lead onto this cable here, onto the live, and that is for a reason. They don't want you jump starting it from here, but some people will try and break everything apart to try and make it be able to jump start from that cable. They do that to stop you being able to do it. It's a safety precaution as well as a blow off cable for that reason. As I said, when you jump a BMW from the rear here, especially with jump leads, there is nothing that actually regulates the power. Okay, this is why I'm so against jump leads for BMWs. I do not ever use jump leads for BMW whatsoever, purely because these are very finicky and cause a lot of sparks. Not only do they create a lot of sparks, these don't control the amount of voltage coming from that other car. And if you just push your foot down on the accelerator to try and rev it up to get your battery to charge on the other car when it's started, and that alternator starts spinning, and it can, and I've seen it happen, put too much voltage out to the other car from the other car's alternator, producing too much electricity, it can destroy the battery. And I've seen it many times on BMW where people have done that, jumped it from the battery, and it's destroyed the FRM, destroyed their car, and now they've got central electronics failure or their car doesn't start. I'm going to show you the correct way of jumping your BMW correctly. So if you want to jump start your BMW, my best advice is you jump it like this. You'll put a positive on, the negative on here, and then that's how you'll jump a car. And the reason you put the cables here underneath the bonnet is because the voltage is controlled. Okay, these cables right here are separated from the main battery. So what ends up happening, and many people won't know this, is these two terminals go down into the starter motor, into a junction box under the floor on the chassis that then separates and splits off to the battery, okay? Now, these right here are also controlled by the DME and the IBS, and the power output is absolutely stable. So if any unwanted overvoltage comes through these terminals here, it's all protected. Okay, where if you do it through the battery, not only do you risk blowing up your battery, you risk damaging your modules, where through here, it cannot do that. I try and tell people this all the time, and this is why when you do jump through these two terminals, jump any other car or jump your own car or whatever, your car is safe, purely because nothing goes wrong from jumping in from these terminals, purely because all the voltage is regulated by the DME, the IBS, and obviously the alternator here at the front of your BMW. But at the rear, it is not. It really isn't. That's why I tell you, do not jump it from your battery. You have to remember something as well. When your car is on, for instance, it's not your car that's actually dead, your alternator is the one producing the power and producing the load for the other car. Why do you need to jump it from the battery? The battery is doing nothing. When your car is on, the alternator takes over. The battery is only useful for when the car's ignition is off, but when the engine's running, the alternator takes over the power. Therefore, why are you jumping it from the battery? The battery is useless. You could disconnect the battery and the car will still run. The battery is not needed once the car is started. A lot of people don't understand that. So I don't understand why people try and jump from the battery area and then risk damaging all the modules on their car. It makes no sense. Now, cables I'm fully against, and you guys know that, and I'm gonna show you why that is, because I'm gonna show you why I don't use cables on any of my BMW's cables like this. But some people are very cheap and will tend to use this. Do not use these kind of jump cables for your BMW, because this is what causes so many voltage spikes that ends up damaging all the modules. These cause a lot of no crank, no start, from blowing fuses, from blowing relays, these cables right here. And that's why I'm so against them. Now, the only thing I am with is this right here, which is a jump pack. Now, I know many of you will know, oh, I can't afford that, so you just see a set of jump leads for 50 quid and just go and buy that. But this is the best thing for you to use. Now, if you just connect this up here and connect this up here, you will see all your lights come on perfectly. Now, the one thing about these is they've got safety features built in, which many people don't understand. I have explained it before in a previous video. These jump packs have safety features that will blow your mind, that you cannot cause damage to your car, and there's a reason. I'm going to show you right now. If we take this off and take this off and we put that there and we put this here, you'll see there, it will give us an error because you can't mix up the leads on your BMW. This is why I prefer these. These control the amount of voltage going to the car for a jump start. They also cannot overload your modules. This is what you should be using. If you go to BMW, you'll always see they've got jump packs either on the walls, here, there. They do not use jump leads to jump any car, but many of you will choose to use jump leads. Everything BMWs are regulated for a reason. They've got safety features built in. Do you know why that is? Because if anything goes wrong, the technicians are covered by BMW, and BMW have to replace it if anything was to fry a module, damage it from jumping it. But you guys are not covered in that event, so therefore you go and use a set of jump leads, blow your module, and who's replacing your stuff? Nobody. And who's gonna repair it for you? Nobody as well. That's why many of you call these cars junk, because you don't understand them. And that's why I'm here to correct you, to show you the correct way of jump starting your BMW. Use a jump pack. These are not expensive anymore. You can easily go and buy these, and these are a well worth investment. Carry it in your car, carry it in your boot, always carry it with you. These have got so many useful features on it, and this is one of the reasons why I always carry it with me, because this is like a lifesaver. You cannot do any damage to any car with one of these, and if your friends ain't got one and he's broken down, do not jump start his car with cables. Go and tell him to buy one of these. These are readily available. You can buy them everywhere. Go and get one of these. Do not jump start it with jump leads. It's very simple. So there you have it, guys. I've now shown you how to properly jump start your car, and do not listen to these idiots that are all over telling you to jump it from the battery. They really have no clue. And a lot of them posts you will see are very old, years before I come along and taught people the correct way. Any post you see telling people to jump start your car from the battery on a BMW is lying to you, and it will damage your car. Most of them did damage their car. They just never come back to actually report it because they felt ashamed. Because how are they going to sit there and tell people, you guys, I jump started my car from the rear and it's blowing my module, what do I do? No, they're not going to do that, because guess what? Half them people don't even know what to tell that person who it has damaged it. They're just going to ignore them, like you will see. If you go and look up on forums, how many people have been ignored after telling them to jump start their car from the battery, and then they ask them, what do I meant to do? And they're all sitting there not knowing what to do. They're like, check your battery, check your cables, check your fuses. No, it's none of that. You have fried the modules. That's what ends up happening, especially, like I said to you, if that other car is under load, when it starts, and you know, like a lot of people, when they first start the car up after being jump started, they start revving it. That's just turning the alternator a lot quicker. Now, I know many people are going to say about a regulator inside, but I do not trust them regulators whatsoever, because I've seen them where they have spiked, they say 14.2 volts, and next thing they're at 14.8. You don't realize them little increments of voltage on a car can really damage the modules on a BMW. And yes, many of you say, oh, there's all safety, protection, fuses, relays involved. Yes, but what you don't want is them fuses to blow, and then it's already damaged your module in the process. By the time you put the fuse back in, you then notice that you've lost your module. So please, guys, be very careful when jump starting your car, and do not listen to these stupid people that tell you it's okay to jump start it from the rear on a BMW. It is not okay. Thank you very much for watching, guys. It's BMW Dr. Dean here, and goodbye.